us today. Like many people in our relatively small community, I'm here today wearing a couple of hats. I am a licensed psychotherapist. I have a private practice in Destin. But when we're talking about prevention, today I'm really concerned about the dispersants. I also chair the local chapter, Emerald Coast chapter of the Surfrider Foundation. And since this disaster began, I've been trying to become an expert on what's in the water, because my friends and I are the first ones that are having the experience of actually swimming through it and that. So just a few quick things, because you said that you obviously can't know everything that's going on. So a few things. One, the EPA water testing page, the very banner at the top of it says that testing has been done for dispersants and none have been detected. However, if you scroll down into the page and look at the data, there are instances where dispersants have been seen, specifically May 29th, positive result. Another problem we've had is that there have been official reports that no aerial spraying is happening of the dispersants in populated areas. However, we have anecdotal evidence, people saying that they've seen the planes. We have people who have become ill, respiratory problems. And also, we have the EPA's mobile testing unit, which is driving, as you know, along the coast and taking air samples as it goes. Well, that unit has reported positive results for compounds associated with dispersants. With regard to the posting of the information, there's the GEO platform and the IRMA surveillance tool, which looks excellent. However, as of last night, there's no water testing reporting information on that IRMA site. I can find out how many sea turtles have died, but I can't see the reports about the water testing. Basically, on a personal level, I've seen it. I've seen the sheen. I've seen the bubbles in the water. I've felt it. It feels different on your skin, and it burns. You'll end up with small lesions on your skin after spending more than an hour or two in the water. And I've tasted it. The water tastes different. I can't tell you which is the dispersant of the oil, but it sticks to the back of your throat. It's like you eat hot buttered popcorn and chase it with cold water. So it sticks in your throat. So I know it's there. I know something is there that wasn't there before because I'm in the water all the time. And so this is just the kind of thing, like being a local, you know things. So I know that. So I really want to know if the dispersant use will be curtailed, and will the results start to be made public and a priority. Locally, we've been told by state and county officials that for months now we've been told that testing's being done, we just don't have the results. And I believe some feathers were rattled locally when our local officials found out that they had been lied to, that the testing had not occurred, and that there were no reports. Now I believe since that time, some testing surveillance has been done for the dispersants, specifically the ethanols and alcohols associated with dispersants. In my communications with laboratory technicians, those are very rarely going to show a positive result because of the way that they go out into the atmosphere and evaporate. And there's other compounds, you're probably familiar with DOS, the dioctyl succinate, and so that might show us results, it might not. I understand the science is new, we don't know exactly how to test for it, but when we post results like saying that the water is clean, we've tested, which my county had done, telling people the water is clean, we've done tests, and they forget to say we tested for routine bacteria counts. The public interprets that as our water is safe, we tested for oil and dispersants. So it's so important that we be very specific so people can make educated decisions about what they do. Anyway, I've been rambling for a while. I really do appreciate your time and concern.
I really appreciate your comments, because that's really what we need to hear. That's what I need to hear. And that's the kind of thing I want to hear from you and from anyone. And we have placed Admiral Galloway with the Incident Command. He is our HHS, Health and Human Services liaison with the Incidents Command, and he's with Admiral Thad Allen on a daily basis. And so I want him to bring back your comments to that, because we will have to get those answers that you're asking from the EPA, because we're HHS, but we can coordinate that, and that's what we really need to do. And I don't know if you want to respond to that as well, but that's the sort of things that we're trying to write down what you're saying and maybe follow up.
I'll be glad to talk to you.
Because we want people to have the information they need in a way they can understand it clear and factual. And so, and all government wants to do that. So we need to make sure it's there, and the information that you get is based on science and based on facts, and don't lead you in the wrong direction.
If I could, to bring it back to topic, being that I am a psychotherapist, those issues are very real. I've been conducting groups already with people addressing grief. I've done public forums addressing grief in this disaster. But one of the things about this testing is that I believe that compounds our grief because of the uncertainty. Unlike some disasters that we experience where it's a finite thing and it happens, and then we start recovering from it, we can say, wow, I'm glad I'm alive, and now let's get back to fixing things. This one is not finite, and so with that uncertainty, there's obviously uncertainty that you can't speak to with regard to where the oil will go and how much health consequences we're going to experience. But we can at least be specific about, is it there today, and what can you do to protect yourself? And then people can move on. But while we're in this in-between period of maybe it's safe, maybe it's not, when we're getting mixed messages from government agencies, it prolongs or it makes compounds our grief, and it has a greater psychological impact on the public. So.
We heard some of this yesterday, particularly just how minor, you may think it's minor, but it can be very stressful. One of my patients in biometric was saying that just the fact that not knowing is so stressful. The fact that she got up, got ready to make some gumbo, which is part of our lives, and knew she couldn't make the gumbo. She didn't have anything to put in it, and how it made her feel.
Yes.
And some people can handle that and get over it, talk to their friends. Other people can get into deep depression. So you're absolutely right. Though we need to know, and we need to try to find some uncertainty. We don't know how long this will last. We know with the hurricane when it comes that it's going to blow through at some point. This we don't have an end to. And even if we get an end, we don't know what that end will be.
Dr. Benjamin.